Erotic Sex Stories. Arousing adults collection of orgasmic, hot lesbian fantasies. Naughty 365 days. First time. Forbidden wicked games. Threesomes. And much more. Written by Anna Parker. Narrated by Anna Cook. L.A. Conservatory. Susan paused once she was on the pavement and inhaled deeply of the fresh spring air. The sky was clear blue above the L.A. Conservatory building. It was turning out to be a pleasant day. Susan knew she stood a decent chance of getting cast in the orchestra's premiere performance, Tales of the Wind. However, nothing was certain because additions were required. She delicately felt the paper in her pocket. It was the performance permit that provided her with the assurance she needed. She had the slot all to herself. In the parking lot, her red Volkswagen Bug was waiting for her. She adored the automobile, no matter what anyone said. Susan thought it was excellent for a cello player to drive a Bug, which was a gift from her Aunt Matilda. She slid into the driver's seat, her bag in the rear seat. The automobile's interior was unremarkable, with Formica on the dashboard, an FM radio without a USB port, and her favorite, a gray teddy bear that bounced on the windscreen. She gave him the name of Franny, which she couldn't recall the origin of. Franny has been her companion since she was 13 years old. That was such a long time ago. In the last 6 years, a lot has happened. The roads were clear because it was late afternoon. WAAF FM was playing a wonderful love song as I cruised along Huntington Avenue. Susan could not explain how it happened. All she heard was a loud thump when she placed her foot down on the brake pedal. The automobile in front of her, a Ford truck, had slammed into her in the back. Her safety belt was thankfully fastened, else she would have ended up in the windscreen. She loosened her safety belt because there was no pain at first. Susan's knee began to hurt as she reached for the doorknob. She had to have yanked her leg upwards and slammed into something. Susan leaped from the Bug to investigate the situation. The car's rear end was bashed in severely. Unlike current vehicles, the Volkswagen engine is housed in its compartment. On the backside, Susan realized she had a severe problem after viewing the extent of the damage. It was now the owner of the truck's turn to inspect the damage. Oh, what have I done now? The woman was visibly shocked by what she's done. Susan estimated her age to be in the 50s. She acknowledged her error and promised to make amends. Oh my goodness! The old lady kept repeating herself. Susan was unable to be angry with her. Instead, she felt sorry for the stunned woman. Susan phoned SG Auto and Tom because the Volkswagen would not start again. The traffic cop arrived and began investigating the issue. After taking down the information, the officer judged that it was an easy case and that they may leave because no one had been injured. Susan was utterly oblivious to the ache in her knee. There was no need to add to the confusion with such a minor detail. She was oblivious to it. Her cherished Bug was ultimately towed to the shop by a tow truck. Susan was given a ride to her apartment building by a lovely woman who passionately apologized for the accident. When Susan returned home, she contacted her insurance agent. She wouldn't have to worry about the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?